Welcome to Retrobot, the YouTube channel where we feed a friendly space robot a diet of pure nostalgia. I'm Clay, and this is... You're not Retrobot. You're Omnibot. Omnibot self-identifies as a female, so Omnibot is going to join us tonight here for Ladies' Night Part 6 or whatever it is. We got girl bots. We got tons and tons of girl bots, and we're gonna talk about them, and they're cool. We like girl bots. We like you. We like girl bots. You're a girl bot. See, you can tell because of the eyes. You know, definitely. Right? Oh yeah. So anyway, I see Connie and Nathan Fillion here, and so I wanted to throw out. Are we doing the thing like first thing? Let's just do the thing first thing. So happy birthday to Connie. I know we're doing things a little bit out of order, but I want to make sure that you guys get it. So let's see. We do a sing and dance. Here we go. Oh, my ukulele birthday, and a bucket of cake. My ukulele birthday, and a bucket of cake. Oh, my ukulele birthday, and a bucket of cake. My ukulele birthday, and a bucket of cake. Connie, it's so cool that you're here tonight on Ladies' Night, and it's your birthday. It's almost like we planned it that way, but we didn't. And a bucket of cake. My ukulele birthday and a bucket of cake. Happy birthday, Connie! And here I've got I baked all day, just baking, lots of baking, to create this very special birthday cake, and I'm going to hand this to Retrobot to teleport to you. So let me, thank you, Retrobot, buddy. So do we have the teleporter? Okay, let's go to the mixer view here, Retrobot, go ahead and just teleport that birthday cake. Oh, look at that. There he goes. It's going on to our teleporter pad. Yeah, good job, buddy. All right. Yeah. And so, Connie, with any luck, that should have arrived on your kitchen table or possibly somewhere in New Jersey. You know, it's 80s technology. They didn't have GPS in the 80s, so global location is a little bit dicey. But, oh, sorry. There's nothing wrong with 80s technology. 80s technology is the best technology. She looks unconvinced, I think. Anyway, so that's happy birthday to Connie, and you know what? I've got since I spent all day baking, I'm just gonna go ahead and have another very similar cupcake that looks just like the one I teleported to you. That's delicious. So, yeah. Happy birthday to Connie. Now, I hate to take things down a notch, but we got some very sad news today. Kevin Conroy passed away today. Kevin Conroy is the voice of Batman from Batman the Animated Series, and he was in many ways the best Batman. You know, even at the time when, I remember Batman the Animated Series came out and Batman Returns came out, No, Batman Mask of the Phantasm came out around the same time as Batman Returns. And Mask of the Phantasm was such a good movie. And it was so much better than Batman Returns. And Kevin Conroy's interpretation of Bruce Wayne and Batman. And see, he didn't have to artificially, he just, it was subtle but distinct. And I remember there's one episode of the show where Batman's in the Batcave doing computer stuff, and then Lucius Fox calls, and so he presses a button to answer the phone, and then he switches to his Bruce Wayne voice, and it's like, I would have totally bought it! Like, if I were Lucius, I would not have been able to tell, and that's what made Kevin Conroy so freaking good. He was the best Batman. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. We love you. So thank you for giving us awesome Batman for an entire generation. So all right. So we've had our ups, we've had our downs, but whether it's a happy day or a sad day, it is a day to toast. Oh wait, I thought that we had the toast slide up. Are we doing the toast? Okay, we're doing the toast. I've got a prompter, okay? Just so that you know, I do have a prompter to help keep me organized, and I swear the toast slide was just up there. I promise you, it was just up there. Anyway, do you need a drink? Oh, okay. Because I wasn't sure. Well, no, I didn't know where it would go. I guess you do have, wait a minute, here. You do have, let's see. Yeah, we could try. There. I'm sorry. Ooh, I got the angry eyes there. Did you see that? I mean, things got serious for a moment. I was just kidding. Omni. I was just kidding. Oh, she's a kidder. She gets me. She's gonna kill me in my sleep. That's what's gonna happen. If the cats don't do it, the robots are gonna do it. That's when a week happens and goes by and there's no live stream and no announcement on Twitter, you know what happened. So all right, a toast to Dawn. A toast to Robus. A toast to Ty Guy. A toast to Colleen. Oh, that's good. Roger. That's my impression of a TIE fighter. Anyway, a toast to Colleen. A toast to Nathan, Connie, Lyric, and Cadence Fillion. Everybody, if you haven't already, please wish Connie a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Connie. She is 22 years old today. So, happy birthday, Connie. And a toast to Christopher Remley. A toast to you, Omnibot. And of course, a toast to the lovely, the talented, she who makes Ladies' Night, Monica. I don't actually know what that means, but it sounded good, right? Like you're with me, Internet, right? Okay. So, also, hey, a special thank you to Rob. It was Rob, right? Yeah, it was Rob who very kindly reached out to us after our toy show live stream and let us know about the abysmal audio. And I went back and checked, and oh my gosh, it was bad. It was awful. deactivated that stream, and I think that we're going to redo that video. I don't know if we're going to do it as a live stream or as just a video and post a new version, but whatever the case, we did figure out some of the issues, and some of it is my fault. Some of it is just technology being technology, but it seems to be fixed now. And if at some point during this stream things start getting staticky or awful, I mean, not just the normal sound of my voice, Dawn, like worse than that, okay, then please let us know, because I know how to fix that if I know to fix it. So anyway, so show and tell, we got show and tell stuff. So first thing, with a number of Marvel characters that you can buy action figures for that I don't actually care that much about, there's a Build-A-Figure to build Khonshu from Moon Knight, and we got him. And then we went to D&E Collectibles today, and we sold the figures, you know, that without the Build-A-Figure parts, because we weren't interested in the figures. So, but we got Khonshu, and he's big, and he looks awesome, and so that's really cool. I'm very happy to have Khonshu, and you know, amazingly enough, none of the figures that you have to buy to get Khonshu are Moon Knight. I don't understand. I like nothing to do with you. See, it's a Build-A-Figure. I just unbuilt the figure. Anyway, shut up, Dawn. I know what he's saying. I can hear him typing it into the chat right now. Gosh darn it. Anyway, but yes, so we've got Khonshu, and he is awesome. So we got that, and also, so let me put that very carefully aside. There. That was careful. That was careful. And so another thing. So a couple weeks ago at one of the toy shows, we got a Super GoBots Leader 1 for $5, and it had a broken tail, and I know. But other than that, it was in pretty good shape. You know, it didn't look bad. Well, I sculpted a new tail out of some scrap piece of styrene and glued it to the piece of tail that was left. And so that is this tail. You can see there's a little bit of an undulation there. You know, I didn't quite make it perfectly smooth. I could have, you know, I could have, you know, it's this one. You know, I probably could have worked it a little bit longer, but anyway, yeah. So I sculpted that. Wait, yeah, it's this one. And then I got some a very good Rust-Oleum paint. I forget the name of the color, that was very close to the gray, and actually it is a pretty close gray. So you can see the head here is just slightly more yellowed, and I think that's because the plastic itself has yellowed with age, because the metal parts were not yellowed or the way that the plastic parts were. So of course, in order to make this match, I had to take all of them apart and repaint everything. And so that is what I've got. And now I've got a beautiful looking Super GoBots Leader 1. You know, this is not my first Super GoBots Leader 1. I've got another one, and I just love this toy. I have always loved this toy, and I think that it's an awesome transforming robot toy from the 80s. It's heavy, it's very clicky, it makes lots of good clicky noises. Like, listen to that. You know, And here, listen to this. Oh, isn't that good? Isn't that, I mean, that sounds great. And you know, the parts just click and click, and then you put it together, and it makes a beautiful looking jet. I mean, this is not like the Combiner Wars aerial bots where they've got jet shape on top and then robot bodies complete with arms underneath. Like this looks like a jet, and it comes complete with landing gear. Look at this metal landing gear. Huh? Oh my gosh, look at that. That's a beautiful toy. Like that is just, it is just a beautiful, beautiful toy. $5. $5 and a little bit of hand sculpting, but yeah, so that makes me super, super happy. I'm really glad that this turned out well, and so yeah, that's my leader one. So that's my work of art. But if you want to see someone else's works of art, we've got the art of DuckTales, which Monica received just this week, right? And wait here, if I'm gonna try and, so you got this sleeve here. See, there's the sleeve, and then you've got books, hardback book, softback book. This is the DuckTales guidebook, which is made to look like the Woodchuck guidebook that Huey was always referring to in the cartoon. So, you know, we've got that, and this just gives you notes about everybody. So this is just to give you some idea. This is 2017 DuckTales, which to me is just an amazing show. I love 2017 DuckTales. I kind of missed the boat on original DuckTales. You know, I don't think I had cable at the time that show was out. What was that? No, I don't think that I had like a cable running to my house. We didn't. There was a period when my mom and I, after they separated, we didn't have money to buy cable, and so we just didn't watch TV because like the only channels that you got were what you could pick up with rabbit ears, and we just didn't do that. So anyway, so yeah, and I think DuckTales was on like channel 53. And we didn't get 53 back in those days. You know, you had to have cable. You know, even so. Anyway, and then we have this beautiful volume, and oh, it still makes cracky noises. I'm gonna be very careful. And so, yeah, this is cool, and I suspect that it makes Monica very, very happy. And things that make Monica happy make me happy. So I'm going to very gently put these things back in their holder so that I don't damage them. There we go. And I'm not saying that on the air. And it doesn't matter, because if I damage this in some way, then I would cry. There would be manly tears. So I'm going to pass this to you. There you go. There you go. And then, so something else that we got at the toy show, and this is amazing. We've been talking about this a lot, and you know, we remembered this cheap 5 and dime store combiner toy. I had it and Monica had it. We ordered one off of eBay. It's called Trytrons. And so this is what we got on eBay. And finding these complete, like, people want insane amounts of money these complete. This is not complete. It is missing a few parts, and I think that we did pretty well. But like this would have been like a $3 toy at Ben Franklin's or Widman's, if those names even have any meaning to you in terms of places to buy stuff. And it's not, it's a cheap robot toy. Like it's just a cheap robot toy. But these break down into 3 individual robots. And when we were at the toy show, we were going through this parts bin, and we find the parts of almost an entirely, not completely, but most of a blue variant version of that exact same toy. And so we've got, this is the middle guy, and this is actually the top guy, and so there we do that, and see right now he only had one of his arms, that's the yellow arm, but the one we got on eBay had the silver arm, so now he's got 2 arms. And isn't it nice that it was one of each? Like, that's convenient, because I'm gonna pour some silicone molds of those and make more arms. And unfortunately, none of the versions that we had have the little fists that come off of this guy. So I'm going to have to make some fists. I think that what I will do is I will actually, when I make the silicone molds of these arms, I will make an extra copy and then just cut them off right here to make the arms that attach here. And then there's this guy, and his head is a part that's lost, and that's another thing. This one doesn't have the robot head for this guy or the robot head for this guy, so I'm going to be making molds of those. And when I'm done, I will have 2 complete Tritrons, Bluetron and Tritron, and so that was another thing that we talked about during the live stream with the bad audio that we have now made a private video because we don't want anybody to see it. So that was cool, and so that's what's going on in our world. Oh, what was that, Omni? What? I'm sorry. Osaka Jack is here! A toast to Osaka Jack! Welcome, Osaka Jack! Osaka Jack asks why Retrobot looks so different here. Just adjust the contrast on your TV. That should fix it. That's funny. This is Omnibot 2000, which is a genuine retro robot. Retro in the sense that Omnibot was built in, 1984? 1983, something like that. And at the time, Omnibot was probably one of the most expensive consumer robots that you could buy. And Omnibot is able to move around under her own power. You can actually record movements. She's got a tape deck in here, which I still need to fix. It's a 40-year-old tape deck, and as with most tape recorders at this point, they have a little belt, an O-ring belt inside, and the rubber just crumbles over time, and you have to replace it. So at some point, I'm going to be taking that apart and putting in a new belt, and I suspect that it will work after that, because most of the time, clean them out, maybe add a little bit of lubrication and replace the belt, and the other parts are very oftentimes okay. So And Osaka Jack says, reminds me of 2XL, the 8-track playing robot. I had a 2XL, and yes, I had the 8-track version. I believe that they made a later version that didn't look the same, but it used audio cassettes rather than 8-track tapes. To me, not as cool. Not as cool. You put those big fat 8 tracks in its belly, and what was cool is that it took advantage of the different tracks and it would ask questions, and then you would press buttons to give it the answers. So they were all multiple choice questions, and then it would tell you to press now, and then you would press the button, and what that was doing is switching the track. And you would hear what was recorded on the different track, and so they would create these multi-tracked programs in an analog sense that you would listen to, and it was always lots of fun. So yeah. So anyway, we are like 25 minutes into this live stream, and we have not even started talking about Ladies' Night. Oh, what a night! I don't know. There's supposed to be music. I don't know. Ladies' Night. Oh, what a night! Do, 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 do. So we've got Ladybots here, and we are going to we're going to kind of move some of these around so that we can talk about them, because we have tons to talk about, and they're going to be cool. And so I guess which one is going to be first? Let's see. Okay. So we're starting with Earthrise RC from the War of Cybertron trilogy. Okay, so I know which ones to get rid of, or at least to move back out of the way. Out of le way. That is the French way of saying the way. I don't know. I don't speak French. So yes, here we go. We have got. Let me move her here. Let's do this. Put her right there and adjust the camera a little bit. Oh, let me use the lazy Susan, because it's ladies' night, and Susan is a lazy lady, because she's lazy Susan.
I like you, pussycat. Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that and put that down right there, and then adjust the camera a little, and I'm gonna just look you right in the eye as I change the camera view. There she is, and I'm gonna turn down the exposure because she is very light. She's light and pink. That is Earthrise RC from the War for Cybertron trilogy, and you can see her in her car mode, and she looks pink. Yes, she looks very pink, and so that's. I mean, to be honest, I've never been a huge fan of this car mode. She's got skinny little tires, and if you want to see her as a robot, well, here she is. So there. That's so we've got an upgrade kit, which actually popped off right here. We've got an upgrade kit on RC, and the upgrade kit just. It completely removes the car shell backpack and gives her a more screen accurate look, pretty much eliminating her ability to transform, but it just goes to show what a complete shell former this toy is. She like none of her robot parts actually integrate into the car. So you don't lose the car mode, you just park it next to her. That's it. You know, it's yeah. Here we go. Okay, do it again. There we go. Again. See, I can finally do it. It's so fast. The upgrade kit also came with a big honkin' gun, which is nice. She comes with this little crystal colored gun that plugs into her butt. I don't know why it plugs into her butt, but they made it so that it can plug into her butt. And it's tight in there. So there we have this, and see, it doesn't go into her legs. It just goes right into her fanny right there. Like, she's got an exhaust port, and she probably feels a lot better having that thing freed up. But yeah, that's where you put the gun, and so we've got guns now. She's got a great robot mode, and I'm gonna turn down the exposure again because she's kind of washed out here, and so I've been reminded of the quote for tonight that I've just created. It's plugged into her butt. Yeah, it's tight in there. Don't give me that look. Don't get... You know the context that was said. Okay? There was nothing... I didn't design it. It's not my fault. Somebody else decided, hey, let's put a butt plug on the side of the gun, and a place to plug it in on her butt. I don't know, but nonetheless, that is RC. Now she does have, like I said, she has a great looking robot mode. I mean, she looks...
are a freak.
You shut up, Megatron. Okay, you just. Anyway, so anyway, we've got RC here. She's a very posable figure, and she's got great articulation. You can move that. She can say no. She can say yes. She can move her shoulders out and in and up and down around. This comes off, by the way. This is most of the reason why you get this upgrade kit is this very nicely made piece. I suspect that this is resin printed and painted, but it's done very, very nicely. There are also some pieces here. There's a leg cover right here and a leg cover here to fill in the gaps. For some reason, the leg cover on this side is missing. I don't know why the gap filler is missing. Honestly, I don't know that it matters that much. I wish that these were textured, like had a little bit of this detailing on them. You can see that here. Maybe you can see. So you can see that her legs have a lot of just intricate line work to make her look more mechanical, and these gap filling pieces have none of that. They're just smooth. I wish that they had some matching line work right here. They also these pieces also take away the twist in her thicep, so you can't transform her with those on either. But it doesn't matter because you're taking away all of the car parts when you replace the backpack with this thing. So. I could glue that in if I wanted to make it permanent. I actually don't want to make it permanent. At some point I may want to rejoin her with her car. Like that's a thing that could happen. It's unlikely to happen, but it could happen. She's got a really nice face sculpt. Let's zoom in on the face. If you can see the face, there's the face. Maybe. Come on, camera. You can do it. So there you go. Very nicely sculpted face. Very, very Gen 1-tastic. She's got nice proportions. She looks good. You know, she's not a masterpiece figure, but she does have some nice detail, nice proportions. She has a bicep twist, an elbow bend, a pivot at the wrist. No swivel at the wrist, but a pivot at the wrist. She has a swivel at the waist. So she can, you know, she can exercise, she can jazzercise, which is important. And here, let's back off just a little bit here. Her legs go out and in and up and down. Once again, there's a little bit of limitation on how much you can move this with the upgrade kit. You could actually, no, it's not the upgrade kit. You know, neither of her legs move back very far, but they do move forward almost 90 degrees, not quite. She's got a double joint at the knee. So that gives her a lot of articulation, but once again, the upgrade kit gets in the way of that just a little bit. So, you know, at some point, I could, like, carve into this a little bit to free that up. I could slice this here to give her back her thigh-sep rotation. Or I could just remove these altogether, because I'm not sure how much I love these parts. I wish that they had more detail on them. You know, the color match is okay, but not great. But really, the biggest part is just having this RC backpack thing that keeps falling off as I play with her. So she's also got a pivot at the ankle, but no ankle tilt. You know, that's something that... Oh wait, no, she does. She does. She has the ankle tilt, so that's important. So she is a very well articulated figure, and her robot mode looks good. The backpack falls off any time that you don't want it to, and that's important. I could even put just... What I could do, and what I probably will do, is add just a little bit of glue onto the inside here, let it dry, and then that will give it just a little bit more friction to fit into the hole in the back, and that will keep it from falling off. So that's something that I probably will do at some point. But yeah, that is RC. So she has the distinction of not being able to weaponize with Cog as she was shown in the Netflix series, despite the fact that the only time that you see Cog weaponize anyone is in the scene where he does specifically the thing that the toys cannot do. They had half a dozen different Autobots, and they didn't bother making most of them able to transform, but the figure that they decide to show RC weapon, or show Cog weaponizing, is the one figure that he can't weaponize. Go figure. But more importantly, Adventure Mode is here! Everybody, welcome Adventure Mode! A toast to Adventure Mode! Welcome Adventure Mode! I was just talking about Earthrise RC, or Earthrise RC, or Earthrise RC, or Earthrise RC. See, it's the same thing. She's a shell former. This is the shell. This is the former. So this is the former shell. This is the current shell. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah. So I love RC as a character, and after, you know, when I was a kid and I saw RC in Transformers the movie, and she was a regular cast member on the cartoon, I of course really wanted there to be an RC toy, and there was none. we've all seen pictures of the one that was planned, and then it didn't happen, and I'm not sure that anybody regrets that because that toy would have been terrible. So it is awesome that we've now gotten really nice screen accurate versions of RC. We got Thrilling 30s RC that looked like the cartoon. The car looked like the car in the cartoon. You know, I wish that she had been a little bit more substantial. She was a little bit light. You know, just everything felt light. And she was absolutely a shell former. And then we get this RC that feels a little bit more substantial. And once again, she's a shell former. And we get Masterpiece RC, and she is an amazing figure. I mean, just the engineering is mind-boggling, but once again, she is a shell former. The only version of this character that has not been a shell former so far has been animated RC, which is based off of the Gen 1 design. I know it's not technically the same character, but it's a pretty close homage. And of course the Authentics RC, which is not a shell former, but is a sad toy. So I'm just calling out to, in fact, you know what, Omnibot, can you call Hasbro for me? Can you connect me with the Hasbro? Go ahead and, yeah, just dial. Just dial. Okay, good. Right here. Yes. Oh, yes. Is it Hasbro? Yes. Oh, your name is actually Hasbro. Okay, that's really coincident. Oh, but you're just in reception. Huh. Well, you know, you'd think that having the name would give you some more brownie points, but minimum wage, huh? Oh, that's terrible. And what time is it there? Oh gosh. Yeah. Like, are those even business hours? Nope. So, oh, you're just not allowed to leave. Oh, so that's Hasbro's take on working from home. No, I think that it's great that they got you a cot. No, I mean, you know, I've slept on a cot before. It can be good. Sink baths? Oh, like twice a week. Oh, that's. You have to turn in a ticket. Like, no. They give her 2 tickets a week, but each sink bath costs 1.5 tickets. Anyway, so I was listen, I certainly don't want to complain. But it's about RC, the Transformers character. Oh yeah, you're a fan. Okay, yeah, I'm a fan too. And I was wondering if you could just kind of pass along a request to get some versions that aren't shell formers. Yes, I know about Authentics RC. And I know about animated RC. Well, because I would kind of like a new the Authentics version. Oh, you love the Authentics version. It's your favorite. It's your daughter's favorite. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I'd forgotten about that version. It's great. It's awesome. Oh, you're allowed to get bagels with your tickets too. 1.5 tickets, huh? Oh, okay. You have a great night. You know, you hang in there. Be strong. Let's just. Well, I won't. I'm not going to rant right now, because I feel terrible. So, anyway, so, all right, moving onward, of course, Hasbro loves their repaints, and so we did also get, let me just kind of move this around here, we also did get Alita 1, who is a slight retool of Earthrise RC. You can see that the car mode is really just a red version of the same car. I do like that they used translucent plastic rather than the kind of candy plastic that we got in this one. You know, this looks like it's made out of licorice, whereas this actually, you know, looks cool. Still not digging that car mode. It's like there's no back end. There's just you know, you're kind of, that's kind of an upskirt shot. I don't really feel comfortable having that on camera. And you know, there's I'm sorry. It's just, you know, the camera was still staring right up her tailpipe. That's not my fault.
You got mail.
Oh, Mad Lad is here! A toast to Mad Lad! I'm gonna do a thing here. Are you ready? Mad lads, gross for one, gross for all. We played, wait, that doesn't, wait, mad lads, gross for one, gross our bads. We play with our mad lads. They're gross, funny, yucky, sick. There's 8, so you can take your pick. Gross for one, gross for all, gross is bad. We play with our mad lads. We play with our mad lads. That's the Mad Balls commercial, except with mad lads.
You are a freak.
I'm sorry, my mouth is full. I can't say anything now because my mouth is full of taste. Isn't there a Snickers commercial where they're like, that's the least of my worries. Like there's a candy bar commercial. I think it was Snickers where you need a moment, you take a bite of a Snickers. You know, the guy gets out of the car with the attractive girl and then says to the other guy next to him, she's hot, isn't she? And then the girl goes over and says, "Hi, Daddy." And then it says, "Need a minute?" And you see him like,
"She's not so hot."
She's hot enough to replace you whenever I choose.
Anyway, so welcome, Mad Lad. A toast to Mad Lad. So anyway, so we've got Alita 1 here, and so the reason I'm gonna move my plate of shame. So here's what I'm gonna show you what I just don't like about this design. Let's take a look. Here it is. Okay, this is just a robot crammed into the shell of a car, and to me, like that's not fun. Like transforming this toy is not fun. It's just awkward, and there's no mystery to the transform. It's not like, oh, you know, how is it that the fenders end up becoming shoulders? How is it that that the head goes from this place up here near the passenger compartment and ends up on the chest, which is made up of part of the hood? There's none of that cool stuff. It's just a robot figure. Which, here, we're going to transform it. See, we can transform it. We pull her legs out. There, we pull the legs out. And then...
You've got mail.
So... Ty Guy says she's got horseshoe crab energy. And, are you saying that she's got crabs? Is that... You said it. Okay, that wasn't me. Ty Guy. Okay, internet. It wasn't my fault. Ty Guy is the one who said she's got horseshoe crab energy.
You disgust me.
It's not my fault, Megatron. Come on. Anyway, so a toast to Ty Guy for taking one for the team. Thank you, Ty Guy. So you pull the legs down, and you know, I'm not even bothering to show it on the good camera because it's not cool enough to warrant the good camera. So here we're gonna twist the legs and twist the legs, and there at this point technically she's transformed because she's just reaching up. She's just like, oh gosh, oh, it feels so good not to have my legs turned backwards. Oh gosh, yeah, that's nice. So we're gonna take the arms. I know, where are the arms? Oh, they're right here. They're just right here, and we will pull them down, and you can move them around because there they are. And then she's just got a complete car on her back. Done. That's it. It's done. No, there's more if you wanna. So you pull this up, and then you flip this around, and now I will say, to the engineer that figured out how to make this car fold up, like that's some amazing engineering, but nonetheless, we're still just folding up a car. Actually, it's a little bit easier if you leave her arms up. We're going to just tuck that down, just the tip. You just the tip of the hood. And what? I was just talking about the hood. Gosh, you know, I can't wait for Retrobot to be back. She's a little bit touchy. So. What? Nothing. I didn't say anything. Don't say anything, internet. Just keep my back, all right? Watch my back. All right, so anyway, so then you fold in the wheels, the fenders here, and you fold in the fender here. And yeah, like I said, it's a little bit easier to clear the shoulders with the arms up. So there we go. And then you have this section, and you're going to take this little tab here and fold it in like that, and this little tab here and fold it in like that. And then you fold that, and now you've got a nice flat car shape. And now the whole thing, you see there's a tab here and a tab here. There's little slots right there, and they go right on there. Oh, whoops. And there, she's ready to go hiking with her backpack car, and it also transforms into a tent. I don't know. I don't know. So as part of the feature of the Earthrise line, you can remove this. So I guess we're going to do it because, I mean, why not, right? There's So there's a little thing here. You can press that, and then that releases this. And so then you can fold that underneath like that. And now she can plug the feet in, and now she's standing on the back of her car. The gun can plug into her butt. I'm not gonna do it. There's a place for the gun, but it doesn't seem to stay there, so I don't have it in there. So you can have her stand on her car hood if you wanna. This one can do the same thing. This one actually has the advantage of you can have her stand on her car hood, and since we've just removed the entire car, it actually at least makes some sense that that there's a reason to stand on top of it, because now she can ride it like a skateboard. So, that's actually pretty cool.
She looks like some earthling play puppet.
Starscream, I don't think that you want to join this conversation right now. I'm just saying that just back off me, man. Back off. There, I stuck up for you. So yeah, you can do this. If you so choose, you can do this. You can do this. And that does minimize the backpack, but of course it means that if you try to if like for some reason she is separated from her whatever the hell this is supposed to be when it's like this, she now can no longer transform at all. But you know what? This one also can't transform at all, so I guess it's all good. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. So Alita 1 has no white plastic on her. All of the white that you see on her is painted, and it's actually a pretty thick amount of paint. So it is very susceptible to cracking and scratching. It also makes the joints a little bit over tight. So if you've got this toy, just be careful with it, because that paint can be a little bit delicate. So what? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Here, would you like her? There you go. Yeah. Well, okay. I'm glad you like her. I'm glad that you like her. I like the figure. I think it's a great figure. It looks great in robot mode. It's a great head sculpt of Alita 1. It's just not a very good transformer. It's a beautiful action figure with some car parts. So yeah, that is Alita 1. And this is RC, and so that, I guess, I'm going to put her right in front of you. Is that okay? Good. All right. So, we are making progress. Just surround her with ladybots, and she's happy. So, yeah. All right. So, moving onward, we have got Kingdom. From Kingdom. I don't know what that is. That's me stalling for time while I move figures over in front of the camera. That's what that was. So there we have Kingdom Black Arachnia. Okay, that was dramatic. Let's move these here just a little bit. So we've got two versions of Kingdom Black Arachnia. One is the regular release, which you can see here with a show accurate deco, and she looks good. Yeah, she looks like her spider incarnation from the screen, except with a couple big shoulders here in the front, and an awful lot of stuff going on the underbelly. But nonetheless, it's still a good spider mode. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean to be overly critical. The shoulders are just pretty conspicuous there. And then we've also got the Black Arachnia recolor that was included with the Buzzworthy Bumblebee 4-pack, which came with what did that come for? Let's see. It came with, I think, another version of Bumblebee, probably like every Bumblebee 4-pack comes with Bumblebee. No, that's not true. That's not true. Essentially, so far, I'm not a huge fan of these 4-packs because usually they include one exclusive figure which you can't get anywhere else, and then one figure that maybe you want, and two complete duds. Things that you would never buy, but if you want the one really good figure, then you have to get that. This was the one that came with Bumblebee, Nemesis Primal, and Fangry. And Fangry was just a straight up... Was he a repaint? I'm trying to remember. Or was he... Gosh, I don't remember. I wanted the Nemesis Prime. I wanted the Nemesis Primal. And... Oh, okay. So yeah, here, let me go ahead and show this on the screen. So yeah, you get a version of Bumblebee that you already own, and you get Nemesis Primal that you really want. I don't think that I had that version of Fangry. I don't think that was something that was available, or at least I never saw it. And then you get this kind of ridiculous version of Black Arachnia. So yeah, that is what we've got here. But more importantly, Daniel Evans is here. A toast to Daniel Evans. That reminds me. So I don't want to get off track here, but Daniel, I'm glad that you're here, because it just so happens that after was it just last week? Was that just last week? Wow, the weeks have flown by. So after you popped up last week and you were talking about Big Daddy and Trip Up, we the next day we of course went to Too Groovy, the toy show, and just as luck would have it, one of the tables that I passed just happened to have this is actually Dark of the Moon, I think, Big Daddy. It was intended for Transformers Universe, and then it just got packaged with Dark of the Moon. It has nothing to do with the movie, because, of course, it's got a cool-looking robot mode. So, I'm not supposed to say that, but it does have the planet key, so you can do the thing where you put in the planet key, and then it's got these, which is... I would love to, build a taser into this toy. Like this needs to be a taser, so that I could just be like, somebody cheeses me off, and it would be like, oh really? Well, here, I'm messing up my joke. Okay, somebody cheeses me off. Notice that's funny that I'm using the phrase "cheeses me off." That is in itself inherently funny. And somebody cheeses me off, and I could be like, oh really? and that's what we would do if that were a real taser, but it's not a real taser. Anyway, so they had Big Daddy, but then at another table, they had Daddy-O and Trip Up. so I've got Trip Up and Daddy-O, which is the most recent MicroMaster version from I think Earthrise. I think that these were released as part of Earthrise, and so we've got, and I just kind of I just kind of put them all together here because they're all muscle cars, and so they'd be friends. So we've got Big Daddy, Little Daddy, and Trip Up, and then if you need to, you can do that. And so yeah, I just thought, wow, that's funny because we were just talking about that, and I was hoping that you would join on this week just so I could show you that I got these guys, and I love this. This is cool. So anyway, that doesn't have to do with anything that we're talking about tonight. But anyway, thank you for coming. Welcome to Daniel Evans. And did I toast? Yes. Okay. Good. I toast. So anyway, getting back to Black Arachnia and Purple Arachnia. These are both from Kingdom. So the purple version is part of the Worlds Collide 4-pack. She is recolored to replicate original toy and package art. So I guess that's, if you had the original Black Arachnia toy, she looked more like this. We have that toy. That toy doesn't look like this. I guess it sort of looks like this. I remember the green, but you know, I feel like they went a little bit heavy with the blue, where our toy is more blackish. I do remember the green and the purple, so I guess I remember the dark. I guess it's close, sort of close, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, the way that she transforms, getting her into spider mode, by the way. Oh, good. Thank you. Wait here. Let's just show this. So that's the original toy, and so they've got, you know, there's a little bit of like an airbrushed effect on her chest, and you know, teal spider eyes, and then black legs and green shoulders, and kind of airbrushed coppery stripes on her pincher things. So yeah, I see what they're doing there, but I'm sorry, I'm just not sure if that's justification for what we're gonna see here. Let me move other Black Arachnia out so that we can turn her into a robot. She stores her weapon, which is nice, and yeah, I do like the spider mode. Let's not lose sight of the spider mode before I transform her. So you know, there's the spider. She looks good. She's got little segmented legs that can move around. Now this is all one molded piece, so you can't position the spider legs too much, but you can position these, and she's sufficiently creepy looking, so you know, that's good. Let's go ahead and turn her into a robot. Let's just do it. So I'm gonna pull the arms down and then separate the pinchers. There's these interlocking tabs right on the edges here that make those go together. Let's back off a little bit so you can see what's going on. And then this whole assembly comes down. You see how that slides down, and then we're going to rotate it and push it back up like that. And we can actually spread the shoulders out at this point because we're going to do that. The legs, they just pull around here and pull around here, and we're going to take the whole torso, or the whole lower torso, pretty much from the waist down, and just pull it out around behind the butt of the spider. So there we go. And now we have legs extended. Now we have the most of the abdomen of the spider is going to lift up, and we're going to get the boobs. The boobs are a separate part, which I've always found a little bit unsettling about this design, but there they are. And then we fold this back to reduce the backpack. And then we're going to take the head and we are going to push it through. The head pushes through. So let's go ahead and this head is a little bit tight, but there. You kind of have to get her to nod forward. And there we go. And then the whole body will rotate. So the spider head goes down by the waist. The boobs snap up onto the top of the chest. And then this goes up here. And now we can take our arms and we'll rotate these around. And then you can do whatever you want with the spider arms here. You know, try and turn them into something that is respectable. And so yeah, there we go. That is Black Arachnia. You can see that she has her battle mask face rather than her more common show face. And you know, it's interesting that original Black Arachnia was just a repaint of Tarantulas. So for the character model, they used the battle mask version of Tarantulas for his head design, and then the non-battle mask face for Black Arachnia's design. I mean, with a lot of artistic license. Now, I look at this. Let's go ahead and put that picture of the original toy back on the screen. Just because, like, I'm looking at this. Okay, she's got leopard print boobage. Now, okay, here I'm gonna press a button. That does not have leopard print boobage. That just has like airbrushed chest, and you know they turned the chest into very, very womanly woman parts, voluptuous woman parts for the animation model. But she did not have leopard print, you know, these. This reminds me of Pimp Daddy Destro, which, you know, just to put these two together, there we go. We've got, I mean, Profit Director Destro. So here we go. Black Arachnia and PD Destro. Professional Development Destro? I don't know. Oh, don't lose your sunglasses, Destro. There we go. So here. These guys do not want to stand up. Come on, stand up. Just stand together. If you can't stand together, you will certainly fall apart. There we go. All right, so there they go. I mean, yeah, these two match. Like, they are styling. Look at that. That is oh gosh, it's so bad. It is so bad. I mean, does anybody get this? Like, seriously, did anybody look before this went into production? That's not good. That's not good. But it does match Profit Director Destro really nicely. Like, you could have, I feel like they could be a team. They are a power couple. They are Black Destro or Destarachnia. I don't know. What kind of ship name would you come up with for these two? I don't know, but yeah. So that's Profit Director Black Arachnia. It's leopard print Arachnia. Maybe that's it. I don't know. It's leopard print halter top Black Arachnia. You just don't know. I don't know. I'm uncomfortable with this. I'm not secure enough in my masculinity to be able to comment on how this toy makes me feel. It's just not. But whatever it is, it's not appropriate. Anyway, so yeah, that is the Black Arachnia that honestly nobody needed. It's so bad. It's so bad. What were they thinking? That is not the same. That's just not the same. That's my point. Do you want to hold this one? I didn't think so. All right, we'll set her aside. I will give you back Prophet Director Destro so that we don't lose his sunglasses, because I will lose his sunglasses. That is a thing that will happen. So now let's go to the Black Arachnia. Boy, that's a mouthful. Black Arachnia toy that you want. So there she is. And the spider mode looks great. There's a lot of black on here. I'm going to try turning up the exposure a little bit. And maybe we'll be, yeah, that's better. We can see the detail just a little bit better now. And you can see that the spider mode is good. This toy, it seems like the molding on this toy is a little bit better than the last one. The last one doesn't really hold into its positions very well. The pieces kind of go together, but they don't stay securely, whereas this one kind of snaps together a little bit better. So, you know, if given the choice, I feel like this is the one that you want. This is more screen accurate in terms of the colors, and it doesn't look ridiculous. So that's a good thing, right? And of course we have the very posable arachnid appendages, and so you can get her up on her spider legs, and she can crawl around, and then she can be like, it's Green Lantern! Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern! And then that happens. I don't know, I just felt like abusing Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern. So there we have her spider mode. It's a good spider mode. It is a very decent spider mode. Oh, do you wanna go ahead and put these next to each other? Okay, so here, let's we're gonna take a step back for a moment, because we do have original Beast Wars Black Arachnia, and you can sort of see how they took some liberties with the face, but you know, the inspiration was there for the character model that was on screen. And then the battle mask face is that version, which, you know, that's what they made Tarantulas' face based off of. You know, again, like it's textured because the you know, it's got the spider body texture. It's not particularly feminine, but you know, I get what they were going for, and that's fine. I mean, it doesn't have to be voluptuous, sexy body lady, but that is what they turned her into for the character model. And then we look at this, and those. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things does not belong. That's, you know, it's wow. Like, just, I mean, you know, it does have the purple and the green and the orange, but I think it's the leopard print. That's really where it falls apart. It's the leopard print. And I'm kind of, I could see, like, I kind of feel like somewhere out there is a girl going to a BotCon in a bikini that has a leopard print halter top and black bottoms with some green polka dots on it, and that's all she's wearing, and she's dressed as original Black Arachnia. Like I feel like that's what will happen, or maybe has already happened. But more importantly, speaking of leopard print, Grayscale is here! A toast to Grayscale! Welcome, Grayscale. You pretty much came in right at the bottom of the barrel. This is the low point of the live stream, because I'm now strategizing how you can cosplay as this toy by wearing a mismatched bikini. I'm sorry, internet and mom. So I'm gonna put that away. Let's look at the good version. we're gonna go back to the good version here. So here is Black Arachnia, and she's a good version. She's got a good spider mode. Let's go ahead and turn her into a robot. The conversion is going to be exactly like what we just saw, because they're just repaints. They're with a different head sculpt. So yeah, we've got we'll kind of move the spider legs together. Just get those together. Yeah, save that guy for later. There's the crossbow weapon. And it just has a couple tabs here that plug into these slots in her wrists. I guess these are wrists, like these are her hands, so those are her wrists. And then we can pull the arms down like this, and we can pull this whole assemblage down like that. It's just on a sliding peg. You see how there's a post there, and it just pulls straight down, spins around, and then goes back up. And of course, you need to spread the shoulders out in order to get it to go up the rest of the way. We've got the legs, which can pull out like this. And then we're going to lift up on the abdomen panel. And then that's going to allow us to bring the legs up and around like this, and then they're just going to go down like that. And so now you've got Black Arachnia, lower torso and legs, and see, she actually looks like Black Arachnia. That's actually pretty cool. Then we've got this panel here, which is going to tip up, and we just need it to tip up enough and pull it back. It's on a double jointed linkage. So you pull it back out of the way. The front is also on this pivoting thing here, and that frees up the boobs, and then those can go down, and this one really snaps. You hear that? There's a little bit of a snap there. Wait, here, I'll do it again. So I'm gonna, wait here, okay, I'm gonna move the microphone. All right, here, all right, there's the microphone. Are you ready, internet? There it is. That was for you, internet.
You've got mail.
And here we'll. Oh, here. I shouldn't touch the mic during the live streams. I should never touch the mic, but I wanted to touch the mic. But most importantly, Emily Gray is here! A toast to Emily Gray! Welcome, Emily! You came just in time to hear Black Arachnia's boobs snap. I feel like I owe the internet an apology for so many things during this live stream. But, and Angry Vikings is here! A toast to Angry Vikings! Welcome, Angry Vikings! And so I have to ask, Angry Vikings, you were in the live stream last week when we did the Toy Store stuff. Why didn't you tell me that the sound was terrible? I didn't know. Yeah, what? Rob had to tell me. Yeah, you probably just figured that I'd figure it out sooner or later, I guess. Anyway, anyway, thank you, Angry Vikings, because you actually made that live stream a lot more fun, and I was really glad to answer your questions and talk back and forth with you. It was an impromptu live stream. Like nobody, we didn't plan it, we didn't really announce it. We just kind of decided to do it, and so we got a couple devoted people who joined on, and Angry Vikings was one of them. So everybody, a toast to Angry Vikings for joining me on a terrible, terrible live stream that had horrible sound. Thank you, Angry Vikings. All right. So anyway, so we were snapping Black Arachnia's boobs onto her chest, and then you swing the upper torso down to meet her lower torso, and then you've got the backpack thing up here. It's on this double jointed linkage. You fold this panel down and then press it up against her back. And at that point, for the most part, you have her transformed. You can position the arms however you see fit. These are the thumbs, so I guess those go in. And then whatever you want to do with the spider arms, you can do that. And the nice thing that, you know, the thing that this toy really does a very good job of is, here, let me just, yeah, I had to squidge the waist together just a little bit. There was a little bit of squidging that needed to happen. So there we go. This is the robot mode, and let's bring her a little bit closer so that you can see. The thing that this toy does really well is it looks like the character model from the show. She looks great. And I feel like that is what this character has going on. Oh, and wait a minute here. So I'm getting a message from my finger. Rob S. tweeted me pictures of the red cog connector for RC. So this is just a little update. So we were talking about how this RC cannot power link with cog as shown in the Netflix Transformers series. However, red cog comes with a connector that plugs into the hole in her back, as shown here. Let me put this on the main view. So there you go. You can see that connector plugged into her back, and that allows you to power link with red cog the way that was shown in the Netflix cartoon. So yeah, that's actually really cool. So if you get red cog, now we kind of have to get red cog, don't we? I wasn't gonna get red cog. I mean, I like cog, and I like the weaponizers, but I've already got cog. I wasn't gonna get red cog. Now I guess I have to get red cog. So thanks, Rob. You just made me buy more toys. Okay. Thanks, Rob. You just made me buy more toys. Anyway, no, seriously, thank you, Rob, for tweeting out pictures of the special connector. That's actually really cool. And I will say this. In fact, wait here. Can you get Hasbro on the phone for me, really quick? Just dial it up. Just dial Hasbro. You know, the nice lady we talked to before. Yes, Hasbro. That's right. I remembered your name. I just wanted to say thank you. Please pass along my thanks to the designers of Red Cog for correcting that little issue where Cog couldn't actually connect to RC as it was shown in the Netflix series. Oh, that was your idea. Oh, well, that was a great idea. See, you know, I feel like you should get a raise. She did get a raise. She got a raise. That's great. That's great. Congratulations. Now you get 3 tickets a week. Oh, well, that's great. That's great. Well, I'm gonna let you go. That's no. Seriously, I congratulations. Way to strong arm them. Strong arm's a Transformer name. See what I did there? Oh, you got that. Okay, that's good. Okay. Bye now. Bye now. And Perry Viking is here. Welcome, Perry Viking. A toast to Perry Viking. Now wait a minute. Was it Now I'm. It was okay. You know, I never realized that I'd get so many Vikings on this live stream, where I actively had to start remembering which Vikings were which. But okay. Anyway, welcome, Perry Vikings, and thank you for joining us. We were just talking. We got a tweet from Rob S about Red Cog. Now we have to get a Red Cog. Gosh darn it! I mean, I possibly need to get 2 for kit bashing purposes, but I feel like there's a ton of those at Target. Like, there are a ton. I feel like Red Cog is going to end up at Ollie's for like $12. So maybe we get 1 just so we don't miss him, and then we bide our time and see if he ends up on super clearance or something. So anyway, So, getting back to Black Arachnia, here she is. Oh, that's the Retrobot logo. Here she is, and she really does look so much like the animation model. Like, they did a beautiful job. And her colors are good. I really like the subtle difference between the darker orange on the face and the lighter orange around her mouth. Like, that's very, very well done. The weapon looks good. Her body looks good. She's got a very nice robot mode that is consistent with her animation model. She's well articulated. Her arms go up, they go down, they go all around. These have always been obtrusive, but you know what? The character model has them. And what's important is you can turn these things around. See, you can do this if you're willing to take the time, and they pop off very easily, and then they snap back on, and then you can do this, and see the ends of the things are compatible with Blast Effects pieces. And I should have gotten some Blast Effects pieces so I could show you. But you can do the thing that she always did in the show of going and having, little blasts coming out of all of her legs, which is very, very cool. She's got she actually doesn't have a swivel at the waist. Because of how the backpack is connected and all of this apparatus in here, you can't swivel the waist. It's a separate part, and there's a little bit of wiggle, but it doesn't actually move. But she can do the splits, and she can do this, and she can kick up, and she can kick back. So her legs have a lot of range of motion. Let's get her arm out of the way. She's got a swivel at the thigh-cep. So there you go. And she's got excellent knee articulation because, the transform requires for the legs to move this much. So her knees actually bend all the way. And then she's even got a little bit of a thing here on the tip of her knee. So, if you need to do that, you can. And then she's got ankle tiltage this way and ankle tiltage this way. So a really, really nicely articulated figure, and much more so than the buzzworthy Bumblebee version. The joints on this version are actually pretty tight, and she holds her poses well. yeah, you know, it feels like a good quality toy, even though all the parts are very, very tiny and very skinny. You know, that's probably one of my mild complaints about a lot of the beast characters from the Kingdom line is that they tend to feel a little bit light. But as a, you know, for a character that has a very thin physique and has slender legs, slender arms, you know, pretty much a very slender body in general, she actually feels substantial. She has a little bit of weight to her, and her joints are nice and tight. So if you are wondering about the quality of this toy, this is probably one of the nicest of the deluxe size Kingdom Beast toys. It's very well done, and she's a great character. You know, easily one of the, you know, the Beast Wars series had a lot of great characters, so it's hard to say, oh, she's the breakout star of the series, but she was a breakout star of the series. Most of the characters were breakout stars. Rat Trap was a breakout star. Optimus Primal was a breakout star. Megatron was absolutely a breakout star, because even though we always have an Optimus character, we always have a Megatron character, these were different characters. They were not intended to be the same as the ones. I mean, Hasbro intended them to be the same, but when they made the cartoon, they said, you know what? No. These are descendants that have the same names or similar names. They're not the same characters. And that was something that was kind of bold and kind of different. And it worked really well, and they did a beautiful job with it. And this is a remarkable celebration of the heritage of that line, those toys, and that show. And I will also say that Kingdom, the Kingdom portion of the Netflix series, was the best part of that series. You know, you had Siege, which was okay. It wasn't fantastic, but it was okay. And then you had Earthrise, which was really not very good. It just it didn't go anywhere for the most part. I mean, literally, it didn't go anywhere. The story pretty much all took place on a derelict ship that's stuck in a warp gate. You know, nobody got anywhere. Oh, there's a ship in the way. Oh, there's a Scorponok in the way. Oh, it's attacking everybody for reasons. Does it make sense? No. Are they going to explain why? Not. I mean, they're going to give some shallow explanation, but it's going to be flimsy and unremarkable, and most of the characters are not going to be able to transform on screen. But you get to Kingdom, and that's where things got interesting. That's where we got to see Gen 1 characters interacting with Beast Wars characters in new ways that was actually a lot of fun. It was great seeing Black Arachnia and Starscream working together and stabbing each other in the back. It was great seeing the two Megatrons playing off of each other. It's a shame. My biggest criticism of Kingdom, of the Kingdom Netflix series, is that Beast Megatron was I didn't like Beast Megatron. I didn't like the way that they presented him. He was too much of a sycophant. And original Beast Megatron was such a powerfully good villain. Like, he was great. Every time you thought that you had him, it turned out, oh, no, he's actually been planning for this all along, and now all of a sudden you're screwed. And he was that kind of a character. He was smart, and he actually achieved way more than Gen 1 Megatron ever did. and that's pretty awesome. So yeah. Anyway, Black Arachnia, great toy. If you ever have the opportunity and you're interested, you want this because she's awesome. So yeah. Let's see. We'll put her over here. Actually, we'll put both of these over there. Over there. Over there. We will put all these bots over there in the bin on the floor over there so we don't lose pieces anymore. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so next on the list we have, here she is, and I'm gonna point the camera at her and I'm gonna talk my way through it so that you don't have to what? Okay. Thank you. I don't know. She only has one set of bleeps. Yes, of course. I agree wholeheartedly. Let's go ahead and show Air Razor. There she is. So here is Air Razor, and she is a peregrine. Peregrine? Is that how you say that? Peregrine? Peregrine Falcon, and her beast mode. I mean, there's an awful lot of robot junk in that beast mode. It's not quite as obvious when you've got her perched. I've got her perched right now, but you know, like she's definitely got some junk in the trunk here. Okay, like let's just zoom. We're gonna show this the way it is. That I don't think that most peregrine falcons have that sticking out under their tails, unless maybe they ate a Toyota. That ain't natural. That is just a sign that pollution has gotten out of control. So yeah, there she is in her falcon mode. Now, what I will say is this is a really nicely articulated bird mode. So we've got the wings that fold like this, and there's several joints here. Look at this. So, you know, you've got a flap joint, you've got a joint here. You've got all these joints that give these wings a lot of ability to curve and flap and move around. And that's awesome. Like, that is great. And then you've got this pivoting joint here so that you can have the wings extend. And let's go ahead and move that away so that you can really get the whole effect. So, you know, that is a nice wingspan. That's cool. And then you've also got these legs that have joints here. So, you know, you've got the little joint here, and you've got the feet on ball joints. So you can have the feet go out behind the falcon. The tail itself has a pivot right here. The head, it swivels. It bobs up and down. So, you know, this is a super, super playable falcon. And that's something that I always stress when I'm looking at beast transformers. And, you know, a transformer, regardless of whether it's an organic beast or a mechanical beast, but when you have a robot that turns into some kind of creature, regardless of organic creature or mechanical creature, the creature mode should be playable. It shouldn't just look like a statue of a creature. It should be something that you can get into cool poses and have it do things like, look, it's flying, and then, here, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Wait, here, that's about to fall. So let's move that. All right, so we moved that out of the way. So, you know, we can have Air Razor to where she's flying along soaring through the sky. That's my impression of a falcon. It's really good. You're welcome. And then she can swoop up and she can be like kind of flapping in air and you know, just holding her place as she spies a victim, and then she swoops down and you see then she puts her wings back and her toes back and she's like diving down, and then it's like and then she picks up Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern, and she's like, I'm gonna peck your eyes out. And he's like, oh no, I didn't want to die this way. And then she drops him because he tastes like green. And so that's Airazor in her Falcon mode. So I have mixed feelings. On one hand, this Falcon mode has visible missiles and conspicuous robot shoulders. You know, like that don't look natural. This Falcon mode has a scrunched up robot pelvis coming out of its butt. You know, that is a sign of a serious intestinal problem right there. This Falcon mode has missiles. This Falcon mode has something going on here. So, you know, there are some things. Oh, this Falcon just lost a wing. Here, wait. There we go. That just pops in. Shut up, Dawn. And so there we have Airazor in her Falcon mode. But it's such a playable Falcon, and that's important. Dare I say that maybe the playability of the Falcon makes up for the robot garbage. You know, it's a hard thing because, of course, when you look at the toy, that first impression means a lot, and the ability for a character like this to disguise itself convincingly as an animal, that's the whole point. And this is not a good disguise, but it's a really playable toy. And I guess if you've got enough imagination to ignore the robot junk, then it's a really fun and cool Falcon design, and you know, all of these extra joints here, like I love that I can get a real swoop here. Look at that curve. Like, that's like a nice gentle curve. It's not just like there's a single piece of plastic with one joint. You can really do cool things, and that is actually really, really remarkable. So I'm gonna take off some points for robot junk sticking out, but I'm going to give those points back because it's a really, really fun playable Falcon mode. And Ty Guy says, as conflicted as I was with her, I did play with her a lot as a kid. Surprised yours is still in such nice condition. Oh, so here, what was that? So, Ty Guy, this is not Beast Wars Airazor. This is Kingdom Airazor. We have Beast Wars Airazor right here, and so there is Beast Wars Airazor, and you know, I was complaining about this one having some robot garbage. This one is all robot garbage on the other underside. I mean, credit where it's due. For a pretty small scale Beast Wars toy, she's still got the pivotable wingtips, and it looks like there's a joint right here, although I think that is part of the transform. Oh wait, can we get it? Okay, so yeah, so we've still got a joint here, so she can still flap, And then we've got the feet down here. She's got some pretty obvious robot arms and an obvious robot face. But you know what? I might be able to do something about the face. Wait here. Let's just look to the back. There we go. And now no more robot face. So there you go. But as Beast Wars toys go, oh, here, this is important. You can open the beak. And that is important. Can she open her beak? Yes, she can open her beak. That's also important for beast mode transformers. You gotta be able to open the mouths. Even something as simple as that, a tiny beak that opens and closes. It means so much. So that's really cool, and I'm glad that they did it on both versions. That's really cool. This is actually a very, very nice upgrade from this one. This is not a bad toy though. I'm almost afraid to transform it because it's got a lot of orangey plastic, which reminds me of gold plastic, and we all saw what happened with my Dinobot. But I'm going to take the chance. I'm folding the legs down and then spinning them around at the ball joint at the knee. And that the heels become the ends of the toes, which is interesting. Then you take the beak and you fold that down to make the chest. And then we're going to twist the head. And then we can just kind of fold these around out of the way. And if you want, you can actually fold up the tail so that she doesn't have a bird tail. I don't actually mind the bird tail being down in robot mode, but it's nice that you can get it up out of the way too. And so, if I remember correctly, AirRaiser has the distinction, and Monica, correct me if I'm wrong, AirRaiser has the distinction of being the first female Transformers toy where the toy was designed with the intention that the character would be female, and that is pretty cool. Monica put her finger up, and now she's looking at something. She probably looked up the wiki article to confirm. Am I correct? Am I correct? Oh, Transmetal's AirRaiser. Okay, so it was Transmetal's AirRaiser that has that distinction. I was close. I was this close. This close. But still. So that is Beast Wars AirRaiser. A pretty good robot mode too. You know, like she looks good. And so why don't we turn this one into a robot since we've looked at the Falcon mode. This one also we're going to spread apart the bird knees right there, because there's these little pegs right here in the pelvis that interlock with these little weird shaped holes on the inside of the legs. And then we're going to twist these down out of the way and extend the leg. So I'm going to do that again here, and there we go. And now we're going to rotate the legs at the knees. And then if you want to go Beast Wars old school, and I believe this is the proper way to do it, you twist the legs so that the bird toes are on the back of the heels. And, you know, like on one hand, that definitely is a more of a foot-shaped foot, but part of me wants to give her claw toes, but you know, it depends on my mood. You know, sometimes I go one way, sometimes I go another. You don't know. It's wacky. So yeah, you straighten out the legs, and then you have a pair of robot legs. The arms are the fists are just tucked into this little cavity behind this midsection thing here. So we're going to pull the arms away from the sides of the body, and then we're going to fold out the wrists like that, and then we can rotate the arms forward like this. And then, see, I have these missile things on there, and I just spin them around. They're just on a peg. They come off. You don't have to take them off, and so I don't. and they just pivot around like that. And then we have the bird head and the back. So there's a whole thing here. Let me flatten this so that you can see this. There's a panel back here that opens up, and then there's the whole bird head apparatus. So you've got the robot head and the bird head, and this whole thing is going to rotate around here. Now there's a lot going on at the same time here. There's also this double jointed linkage right back here that goes up and down. So we need to rotate the head around and tuck it through the body. So that's just going to swivel around, making the falcon head become the chest, and then the robot head come up. And then the whole thing is going to come down like this. You see how that's moving? Just like that. And then it locks in at a lower position. And that's what brings the upper torso to meet with the waist. And then you're just going to swivel the waist like that. And then you can do, you can actually do this so that she's got the visible wings, but because they've got these joints here, you can kind of get them out of the way of the shoulders so that she can still move her arms around unencumbered. And you can also fold up the shoulder thingies to give her some 80s style shoulder pads. That's important. And so that is her robot mode. Her robot mode looks really good. Her robot mode looks really, really good. And she also is surprisingly substantial for a thin feminine physiqued figure. Her joints are nice and tight. She has great articulation. Her shoulders go up and down, although the shoulder pad wants to go down with it. Her arms go around like this. Her head can nod yes. It can go no. It can move all around. It's like that. She does have a waist swivel. She can definitely do the splits. Look at that. I mean, whoa! That is limber. And then she can do that. Her legs can go like this and like that. And then she's got a really, really functional knee. And she's even got this, because of the transform, she's got this shin joint, which, maybe you use that, maybe you don't. Like, you can make her look, kind of dynamic by just giving her a little bit more of an exaggerated Achilles tendon or something. I'm just going to straighten them out because it kind of looks dumb. And then you've got ball joints at the feet, which give you ankle tiltage this way, ankle tiltage this way. I mean, it's a ball joint. It's ankle tiltage every way. And then you've got the extremely posable wings, which can go out and flap and do all kinds of cool stuff in the robot mode. It is just as playable in the robot mode as it is in the bird mode. So yeah, she's, honestly, I don't remember liking her this much. I think that initially I was kind of turned off by all the robot garbage in the bird mode. I saw all that stuff hanging out and it was like, she's got a coffee machine coming out of her butt. What the hell? Birds don't eat coffee machines. That's bad for them. And I didn't, I think that kept me from really appreciating everything that they did well about this toy. But it's actually a really, really well done toy. And maybe I'm just desensitized to the robot garbage in the beast mode. Maybe now it just doesn't bug me as much. I kind of feel like that's where we're at. But her robot mode looks excellent, and it's fun, and it's a cool looking toy, and the colors are great. You know, I guess we should put her on the other camera, because the other camera like is clearer and higher resolution and stuff like that. That I don't know if you care about that, but YouTube thinks that it's really, really important. So let's take advantage of it. So there is her robot mode, and let's go ahead and zoom in so that you can really see her in all of her glory. I mean, her colors are great. Yo, look at the detail on the face. Her face looks awesome. That is a great looking head sculpt with the orange and the yellow and the purple and the green dots on the eyes and the black. And I mean, there's a lot going on there. And then you also have those cool colors around the sides of the chest. And you have the lighter gray under the shoulder, and then more orange, and then the gold. I mean, she's a gorgeous figure, and very, very playable. And you can see that all the way from head to toe. She's a good looking figure. And so, yeah, I think that initially my reactions to this toy were very lukewarm, and now on hindsight, pulling her back out, it's like, wow, this toy is awesome. I don't think that I appreciated it as much as I should. So yeah, that is Air Razor from the Kingdom line, and do we want to do your suggestion, or do we want to call it here and then just do another ladies' night? You know what? I gave you an either or, and you just nodded yes. Oh, okay. So, okay. It is 10 o'clock, and we've got more ladies. So I think we're gonna call it here, and then we're just gonna do another ladies' night in not too long. Like that's the way to do it, rather than keep everybody up late and keep poor Omnibot up late, because this is past your bedtime. You need to get back on the charger, right? Yeah, see, Omnibot doesn't run off of nostalgia. Omnibot runs off of a rechargeable nickel-cadmium battery. So, and by the way, you can't charge her and work her at the same time. That doesn't work. So yeah, that is it. I really hope that you enjoyed Ladies' Night Part 6, where we got to talk about a lot of Beast Girls. Beast Girls! I'm coining the term Beast Girls. Yes, I feel good about that. These are some fun toys. Black Arachnia is fun. Leopard print bra, Black Arachnia, you know. Ooh. Anyway, so we are a small channel trying to get bigger. So if you haven't already, then if you've enjoyed this at all, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, then please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so that you know when we're doing live streams like this one, or like the one that we deleted because it had terrible audio. So yeah, these typically happen every Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern United States time, which I know is different right now than it was a week ago, because the United States does that ridiculous daylight savings time thing, except this is the last year for it. I believe that when we set our clocks ahead in the spring, that's it. That's it. No more time changes. They got rid of it. You are gone. Resetting clocks. It's actually permanent daylight savings time. We're just saying screw going back to regular time, because regular time sucks. I don't get to see the sun. So, anyway, also, if you are in a position to help the channel grow, we do have a Patreon with different commitment levels and different rewards for those levels as our way of saying thank you. Seriously, thank you to our patrons. We need all the help we can get, so thank you so much. And with that being said, let us pull out the Chaos Bringer himself to thank our patrons. Come on up, Unicron. Thank our patrons.
Thank you, patrons, our ultimate retro heroes. Thank you, Fetch Spear, Robus, Matt White, Starhound, Setsune Wave, Dawn, Hope and Michael D, and Colleen. Thank you. And now, I would like to eat Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. He looks delicious. Where are you, Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern? Oh, there. Oh, you tried to escape. Oh, aren't you a tricky guy?
Well, there's something that you don't see every day. So, next week for our Friday live stream, we are talking about heroes. Marvelous heroes, baby. It is Marvel Legends, the live stream. That was sort of in the vein of Spaceballs, the live stream. But it's Marvel Legends, the live stream. So yeah, I hope that you all have a great weekend, and you know, you have a great weekend. And happy birthday to Connie Fillion. We love you, and we hope that you have a wonderful time with your family. And so, thanks so much for watching. This is Clay telling you to keep it Retrobot. Yeah. Ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Ladies' night. We didn't toast people. Monica says that it's okay that we didn't toast people. A toast to everybody. A toast to everybody. Wait, here. A toast to everybody in the chat. Okay, now keep it Retrobot. There. Yeah. Okay, so we did it. We toasted. That counts, right? That's gotta count.